Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to everyone present here today. I am Fazlin Shahira, your host for today. I hope you are all well under the second phase of the National Recovery Plan. Welcome to the 15th series of the Selangor SME Digitalisation Matching Grant Forum organized by SIDEC, this time in collaboration with PanPages Trinity. Thank you to PanPages Trinity for agreeing to collaborate with us for this forum today. Now, as we all know, for the past over 1 year, every business, no matter big or small, are all struggling with the sudden emergence of COVID-19, especially with the never-ending restrictions. And it seems that going digital is definitely the way forward for all SMEs to stay afloat, as it could help to retain and enhance the sales and at the same time improve efficiency and save costs. This is why Selangor State Government has introduced its first Selangor SME Digitalisation Matching Grant to accelerate the digitalization process in the state. So today we have SIDEC CEO, Mr. Yong Kai Ping, whom will talk about SIDEC's activities so far, and he will also be giving a brief introduction on the grant. Two speakers from PanPages Trinity will also be sharing about their services. They are Mr. Christopher Ng, Group CEO of PanPages Trinity, and Ms. So Zhu Min, Global Trade Associate Deputy Manager of PanPages Trinity. There will be also a Q&A session. So for the audience, please do not hesitate to ask if you have any questions later. Now I would like to invite Mr. Yong Kai Ping to give his briefing.
Okay, thank you, Fazlin, and thanks to PanPages Trinity and to Christopher and Zooming for working together with us on this today's forum. I think your company name is going to be famous soon because of the character in the Matrix 4. This acceleration, right? The women heroine is a Trinity, right? So maybe you should get a poster of it in front of your company, you know. Okay, joking aside. So all of us, to all the participants, we have 64 participants today. Thanks for joining us today in the Selangor SME Digitalisation Matching Grant, and also we have the honor of inviting PanPages Trinity. They are very, very experienced in terms of the helping a lot of the our SMEs to apply for, we have various grants from central government to state government that will assist you to digitalize your business. And I think all of us understand that digitalization is very, very crucial, but how to start? Okay, the challenge is how to start it. Okay, so through the grant, through the our DSP and TSP, digital service providers such as PanPages Trinity will assist you along the way. Okay, let me share my file first to kick off all the this forum today. Okay, everybody can see my file, right? Okay. So actually we are looking at the yes, a lot of people have been talking about digitalization, IR 4.0, 5G and stuff like that, but seriously the main push that actually move everyone towards digitalization is really this COVID pandemic. So out of a lot of the suffering, the silver lining is that we really seriously start to embark on digitalization. Yeah, when we talk about digitalization, a lot of people thought that I'm on social media, I'm on the e-commerce platform, I'm already digitalized. Yes and no. I think Malaysia, one of the country, the highest, the country that really hook on social media. We actually, I heard the data before. Malaysia upload 4 videos per minute into YouTube. So that we are a lot of Malaysians are very fanatic about social media. We share all kinds of things, and then in fact, you look at the total population using Facebook is almost 18 million people out of the 32 million people, including kids and stuff like that. So it is as big as our voting population in the next election. So 18 million people. So all of them are very young, and then also e-commerce platform as well. This is where we are. So from at the glance that we thought that we are very advanced, right? But then if you look at the usage of digital tools, ICT tools system, I'm regret to say that actually we have plenty of rooms to catch up. You know, look at the cloud accounting, finance, software. Only 50% of our SMEs have that. Are up to date with the ICT tools and software. HR 28%, post system 18%, and then further down ERP only 10.5%. Okay, we have a lot of desktop. We like hardware. In fact, Malaysian has almost 2 handphones per person. We like to go to social media and stuff like that. But then our usage of digital tools and software in our businesses process are very, very low. In comparison with Northern Asia, almost 95% of the businesses are actually on cloud. Southeast Asia, maybe less than 5% are on cloud. Okay, so when we talk about digitalization, having your social presence means that you have a website, you are on social media, you are on e-commerce, having start to sell and buy products or services on e-commerce. It's just a starting point. We still have a long journey to go in terms of you must have a digitalized operation, digitize your operation in a product, goods or services, and then your back end digital process, and of course advanced, because you have so much data now. AI blockchain is important. So all this process, right? So we are talking about having your digital presence. You need digital marketing, so that among the sea of of companies and all online, it's like a huge sea. So how do you let people? How do you increase your visibility so that people can find you? Okay, and then when you want to do the product and services, and especially those are doing delivery, food delivery and stuff like that, EPO system, electronic point of sale system, is very, very crucial. And then you link up to your, well, we call that OMO, offline merging with online. Right? If you have a physical shop with your online shop and physical shop, your EPO system is very important tools to link both online and offline. And then HR payroll system, where if you have a digitalized system, you will be able to process your HR payroll, including to the income tax department and stuff like that, just 15 minutes, okay? And then of course, CRM, invoicing. You can stand up any place, anywhere, anytime. And then you can know that whether your staff is really at that point of time that they should be, And then of course, ERP, accounting system, and the rest. Right? My screen is full, so okay, I'll share it. Okay, and then of course, when you have so much data, of course, your cybersecurity is very crucial. And then data analytics allow you to analyze who is your user. So you can analyze that, through the funnels. You can analyze that whether this is your user, your those who come into the volume that come in, whether they are good leads, whether they will eventually convert it into your customer and then come back again. Because from the theory of 80-20, what you want to do is retain your 80% of your customer, and then focus on expanding the next 20% new customer, acquiring new customer, so that you will reduce your acquiring cost, but then retain and then do enough branding so that the old customer will be able to become your ambassador as well. So this is how our business is, this is how our digitalization is being conducted, right? Okay, and then of course, I believe Christopher later will talk about, we have experience about a lot of complaints, a lot of, a lot of challenge about digitalization. So basically, a lot of people say that lack of knowledge, overall strategy, how do I do it? Okay, when I should do it, then of course there's a challenge. And then the other major issue is lack of human resource. You don't have the right staff to do it. And then I'm not sure whether if I invest so much money, I would get back that kind of ROI, or I don't have that resource. How do I want to digitalize? Where can I get the resource to digitalize? Yeah, you come to the right place where government, state government, Salomon government is providing this digital matching grant. And of course, major issue is lack of view from the top management. So we haven't heard any example of failure of digitalization that caused the failure of the businesses. But instead, what we heard is the half-hearted process that actually haven't been able to done. If you had been able to digitalize your business, you will not only reduce your manpower, you will not only will be able to do your business anytime, anywhere, even when you're asleep. Then you will be able to access the market, not only in Malaysia, but also globally. Okay, so there are so much important things that you will be able to achieve. And of course, I want to introduce to you that Selangor government has a few digital initiatives that we want to assist our SME and also our buyers, users through our first program is Selangor E-Bazar campaign. Last year in 2020 and 2021, we worked with Shopee and Lazada to actually onboard our SME merchants. And with Selangor government providing 7 million of voucher, we generated sales directly. This is direct sales. All this data are being verified by independent auditor, third-party auditors, as well as Shopee, Lazada. Both that are public listed company in US stock exchange. So all the data has been verified by a few parties. So we have direct sales of 144.2 million. And then the GMV, total ripple effect to the economy, is 2.95 billion. So basically, every 1 ringgit that the Selangor government put up, actually the return is almost 16 to up to 20%. So we managed to onboard a lot of the merchants, including total sellers is almost 300,000, new sellers almost 75,000. Okay, so this is in tandem with the growth of e-commerce. If you can see the data that e-commerce has grown leaps and bounds almost by 30% every quarter. Okay, and then this is achievement of our E-Bazar Raya for the latest campaign, 2021. And then these are the 4 campaigns achievement. And of course, these are example of one of the merchants. And then we always heard that a lot of people say digitalization only benefit those from the urban. It's actually wrong. Actually, from semi-urban or rural areas, for example, Mr. Muhammad Ghazali, he is having a business of Buy World Kitchen, selling fried bitter ground, sambal, and the rest. He is from Sungai Air Tawar, Sabak Benam. So his sales actually increased twofold to up to 3,000 per day. Okay, so and then he was able to employ more people, local people, and then buy from local farmers as well. Okay, so SIDEC has been also working on the e-commerce education. So we have started our e-commerce class, physical and currently online class. You can join us as well. And then before the COVID, we also have Jelajah Usahawan Digital Selangor. We go to face-to-face, meet up with the micro SME, so that, and then we bring in Shopee, Lazada, Google, Boost, Ninja, Avana, and the rest of the service provider to work directly with those of them, the micro SMEs in a few areas on-site program, so that they would directly immediately onboard on all this e-wallet, marketplace, or delivery program as well. And of course, for those merchant who wanted, SME who wanted to go online, you can work with us. We are onboarding every year 100 merchants for having to start your marketplace at the Shopee and Lazada, or as well as having your own website. We provide a full-fledged website, including shopping chart and also payment gateway as well. And we will be organizing our 5th this year, the 5th Top E-commerce Merchant Award, the one and only award in Malaysia, basically to highlight, to highlight, to support those innovative homegrooms e-merchants. So last year we have 123 participants with 36 million of sales. So this year we're looking for more participants as well. You can join us soon. Just watch out for our announcement on SIDEC website. Okay, let's go back to the Selangor SME Digitalization Matching Grant. So the total grant is 5 million. We wanted to benefit more than 1,000 SME in Selangor. So the maximum amount that we provide is the cap is 5,000 ringgit. You need to pay the other half, 50% of it, and then the state government will pay the other half. 50% of it. Okay, the total cap is maximum is 5,000, but you can of course apply less than that. And then you can apply for few services, maximum 3 services, but the total has to be 5,000 ringgit per company. Okay, and then the 5 sectors of digitalization we think that are very crucial. Is e-commerce, digital marketing, cloud accounting, HR payroll, e-post, and payment gateway. Okay, so the process is simple. We have done a lot of the forum, including the forum today will be our number 16, forum number 16 in around 6 months. Every forum we have 60-70 people attending. Okay, the process of application is very simple. We are now open for SME to apply from August 1st until October 31st. Most probably, hopefully we will expand the process, because we know that a lot of merchants having a hard time, because now you start to reopen your business and then you need to start to apply for documentation, stuff like that. It takes some time. So, okay, we understand that. We will try to assist as much as possible. So the process is very simple. Look at the area sectors that you want to apply, and then talk to our list of digital service provider, which Alia later will also share in the chat group as well. Or you go to our website and then talk to them, and then work with them, and then send in the invoice with the application, and our SIDEC with our approval committee will approve it. And as soon as you send in the activation, proof of activation, we will release a grant, and our release period is just within a month. Okay, and then you just pay half. Okay, and then we will pay to your vendor, your digital service provider as well. So this is the old data, but until today, we have already approved 2.5 million ringgit to around 500 successful SME. So just go to the website, sidec.com.my Selangor grant 2021. You can have all the details of it. So the eligibility criteria for the SME. So we have SME and also the Sdn Bhd and proprietary. So proprietary. So we all have it. You have to have a minimum sales of a turnover of 300,000, but not exceeding 3 million. 300,000 to 3 million. Okay, in between that, at least 51% owned by Malaysian. Okay, listen carefully. The next one is if you are a company registered in Selangor or have a business address in Selangor, you can show us your business address, like a tenancy agreement and stuff like that is good enough. If you're registered, of course, it's welcome. And then if you have a business address, you are qualified as well in operation for more than 1 year. Okay, so you just need to send us if you are Sdn Bhd, this audited financial account or latest management account or P&L, profit and loss statement. So we know that some company has suffered during 2020, 2021. So we are flexible that if you send us the 2019 audited statement account any months from 2019, no need to be fixed to the audited years, or latest management account or P&L statement, then it's good enough. Okay, and the same thing also for sole proprietorship as well. Okay, so we're looking forward to work with you. Basically, I always told our participant that help us so that we would able to release the grant to you, because our job is to assist you to make sure that you are being digitalized towards your business. Work with your DSP, such as PanPages Trinity are very experienced, very experienced, very efficient, and they can tell you what to do, and they can support you. Just talk to them, and also you can get a lot of insight about how other SME has performed, how other SME have learned from the process. So I think the important crucial is that we wanted to create this peer group so that we can learn from each other. We can see how others been doing, and then whether I can try, and then I can improve my businesses, increase our efficiency, and then expand my business through the process. So that's all for me. Thank you. I'll pass it back to the MC. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Yong Kai Ping. I believe he has shared some valuable information about the grant as well as the theories and practices of SME digitalization. So now we move over to our first panelist, Mr. Christopher Ng, who is the CEO of PanPages Trinity and has the experience of 15 years in working with SMEs throughout Southeast Asia. He has helped the SMEs ride the waves of digitalization by providing consultations and marketing solutions to compete in the global open markets. And PanPages Trinity is the first Malaysian partner of Alibaba.com since 2010 and a Google Premier SME partner since 2013, helping thousands of local SMEs from various industries achieve success domestically and internationally through data-driven digital performance marketing, e-commerce, and online advertising. Now, over to you, Mr. Christopher. Thank you.
Thank you, Faslin. Well, thanks for having me, SIDEC. Thanks, Kai Ping, for your presentation as well. I think it's very true. Throughout the years at PanPages, ever since 20 over years ago when we were the yellow pages, right? Before the Google came, we were the Google back then. When businesses needed to source for information, like where to go, telephone number, right? What products or what service to go to, they used the yellow pages. But when the internet came into play, we started to see that the yellow pages industry will be in the sunset. So we started to build our own platforms. And we started PanPages.com, we started BoboChacha.com, like before Lazada, we tried to build a Lazada and things like that. Well, that didn't go so well for us. End up what we did was, instead of building this platform, we decided to partner with the giants. So Alibaba came to play, Google, Facebook, and then now LinkedIn as well is also a partner, whereby we believe that the communication methods will change throughout time. Like back then, it was the print, yellow pages, magazines and all. We printed those things. Now internet. Now you see TikTok popping up. There's so many new platforms coming up, right? The platforms will always change. But one thing for sure is PanPages Trinity has always been the business to connect buyer and seller, seller and buyer, right? No matter what medium it is. So now, because of the digitalization, like what Kai Ping has pointed out very clearly, the digital journey is important. And there's many of us, the SMEs, throughout our experience with the SMEs, the first step is always the hardest, right? And because you don't know where to go to, how to start, as digital marketing is so wide and the digital journey is also so wide. Like what Kai Ping has mentioned earlier, digital presence first, then e-commerce, then digital operations, processes, you know, blockchains, IoT, it's never ending, right? So where do you go to? So why is it important to understand this? So today I want to share a little bit on the basics stuff, right? So the behavior has changed and reshaped the whole consumer journey already with the internet now, right? How consumers get the information is different. Easily users take a phone, Google, right? Google Maps and things like that, you can find information in your fingertips. And where you purchase as well, especially after the lockdown, right? People are forced to go into digital platforms. Like my parents, 70 over years old, never shop in their life, don't dare to put credit card, right? In the Shoppees or Lazada. Now you see, cannot stop, keep on buying things online already, right? Or YouTube, never know how to on that YouTube to watch. Now keep on hours and hours going into YouTube. So consumers has changed the way where they purchase, how they purchase as well, and what they purchase as well. They pick and there's so much variety now, right, online, and there is how they want the consumer to, how they want to experience the whole buying process is also different. People are getting more impatient. People want things fast, information fast, right? And the new generation is as well is getting more and more impatient. So this is the ecosphere that we talk about, right? It can be complex, but actually it can be also quite simple. The complexity comes because there's so many different platforms out there. You have the Google, the Facebook, the YouTube, the emails that you can do, Twitter, the Alibaba, even Vase. It's never ending. There's so many different channels, right? So that, but if you were to categorize it, there's the paid marketing where you buy for ads, you pay the platform so that you can target people to sell your product or your service. Or there's the content marketing where you build your own content, your own branding, your own information about your products, your service, your company, your missions, why you're doing it, how you're doing it and all. And then you want to drive people towards a landing page where you want people to land. Do you want them to go to your e-commerce site to buy things? Do you want them to go to the hyper site, which is the marketplace like a Shopee or your store? Or is it to your make an appointment so they can do a live Zoom call with them? Or do you want to drive them to your website? So that is what we need to understand as well, the ecosphere. And now with the COVID and the lockdowns and all this pandemic, back then the decision making was longer. You will want to have physical to see the products or service. You want to discover your product. Then you want to search for information, you establish interest, then you do reviews, and then you make the purchase. It's a longer process. Nowadays, with so much information online, decision-making has been shortened. So you see a live stream, a lot of people do live stream marketing their products or influencer recommending products or service. And then you see the seed is already planted to you because your friends from social media, Facebook, shared a page or shared their product. And then you make the purchase. It's much faster already, right? And the end of the day is about this funnel. So whether do you know that how many people are aware of your brand? Because people who are aware of a brand, then they might go down to the funnel, which is the consideration stage. Because not all people who are aware of your brand will be considering working with you or buying from you or purchasing from you. Then lesser people go purchase. But after people purchase, do you have a plan or any digital strategy to retain them for increase the retention and then drive them towards the funnel of loyalty? Are they going to be your loyal customers? And are they going to be expanding for you? If they are going to expand for you, means they recommend other customers to you and all, right? Loyal, hardcore clients already. Then that's a very complete funnel. So this is where you need to look into, or getting experts or getting people to help you drive this funnel. And of course, how do you have that funnel? So if you look at the funnel in the flatter perspective, you can see there's awareness, consideration, purchase, retention, loyalty, expansion, right? So you have to understand where the buyer's journey is, how they go online or even offline sometimes, where they touch, what are the touch points. So example, this is one example of a client, of a retail client, all right? So saw an ad in Insta story, okay, in Instagram. Curious, what is it? So then what they do is they click on the brand's Instagram, okay, and then see the account. Oh, then you scroll and see, oh, this brand is or have this kind of service, these products and all. Then they check out, see other user reviews. Okay, these are all still under awareness. All right. Then they go into the consideration stage because they are getting curious. They probably have the demand for the product or the service. They search for the company's website, right? They search for it, you want to see what is the official and all. Then they probably, okay, now I'm in the purchase mode, purchase state. I add the cart to place the order, receive the products, receive an email to get the rebate or say a special to join their community and things like that. That from the purchase stage, then we move into the retention stage, right? And then you see, oh, if you refer 3 more friends in the store, you will get something, a credit or things like that. So that is moving into the loyalty stage already. Then you, okay, since you can recommend friends, I'll tag friends and all, I'll recommend some friends, then I can get extra credits or I get some freebies and all. So I receive the mail or can also receive birthday gifts and specialties for me because I'm a loyal customer, I buy more than one time. Then I go into expansion stage because since I already have a special discount code, I can share with others. I can also forward to others. I can also recommend to others. And then, you might want to give review as well because I'm very happy with the product. I'm getting and buying more and more. So I go into what we call expansion stage, you can see. So then this whole consumer, this person, this prospect from the whole journey of awareness, consideration, purchase, retention, loyalty, then expansion. So it becomes your raving fan in the long run. So that is what digital marketing is all about, to try to move more and more people towards this funnel. And bear in mind that consumers today are curious. So you need to have content that is educative, because they want to be fed. They need to know what's happening, why, and how to educate them. And they're demanding. Demanding means they have to be fast. They are impatient as well. So they have so much choices out there. Everybody shouting, oh, come to me, I have the best, I have the cheapest, I'm the, so we need to be able to cut through all this noise and to be able to understand that consumers will continuously be curious, demanding, and impatient. So what are the things that you can help them throughout the whole journey in the funnel that you've created, right? Of course, to capture these few moments are important. When people have the car, we call I want to know moment. Are you there? Are you there to provide that kind of information? I want to go moment. Are you there to point the right way? I want to do moment. Are you there to teach them how to do it or support them? Then only talk about I want to buy moments, right? Because most people or most SMEs or most companies just want to go straight to the I want to buy moments, all right? Or when people are, I'm selling this, I'm selling this. So you have to win all these micro moments to drive them towards the I want to buy moments. And of course, there's so many available options out there. There's ad targeting. You can target by age, geographic area. Let's say you want to only target Penang people. Yeah, your ads only show up in Penang side, right? Or you want target only Selangor people. Your ads is only in Selangor side. So it can be done. Or by domain, by gender, by language, by topic. Topic means if you see, we can target people like or have always been enthusiastic about properties. Okay, they've been researching about renovation and all this kind of thing. So we can target your ads to target this kind of people. Only people who are in Selangor who has the interest of properties, example. Or by device, is it mobile, is it desktop, is it iPads, or even lookalike audience targeting, which is if this customer have already buy from me, I want to target people who has the same behavior online like this client, example, lookalike audience targeting. So many options out there, right? And the important is you need to track. So you need to have all this data, compiling all this data and analyze this data. Because usually if you have, let's say example, your website, you should have the analytics there embedded so that you know where people coming from, which page they go to and then why they didn't buy, or which page they go to, they spend the longest time before they bounce out and all, right? All the platforms usually will have that kind of data source, like Facebook. Example, like Alibaba.com has a very good data collection. So you can see also like how people are, which country people coming from, curious or trying to reach out to the similar industries of you, right? And which are the product that they linger the longest, things like that. So all this data is important for you to make better decisions to reach out to push people down the funnel so that they can become your loyalty customers, right? So data is very important. And mostly throughout our so many years of serving the SME, usually these are the needs, right? SMEs want people to have wants agencies like us or wants support like us from SIDEC, from multiple government linked bodies or government bodies like the MDEX, the Matrix and all, which we also partner to help my business to adapt to the new norm. How? In so many ways, right? Internal digitization, how to work from home, best practices and all, right? Or adopt to technology to digitize my business. Like certain software, ERP system, so that your, from your operation side, it can be automated and all. Or my financial management, my business operation, my marketing strategy, start up a new type of business so that there's a demand because of the new norm, or manage my business expenses, reduce costs. All these are the needs of the SME. However, throughout our years of supporting the SME, even from 1989 back then, when we published all the industrial publication, the magazines, then we became the Alibaba.com partnership. We also, like I said earlier, I mentioned earlier, we also built our own platform back then. We expanded to Southeast Asia. We did a lot of all these digital SME day. physically. They have like thousands of SME came, but most of the time they'll say, yeah, internet important, yeah, internet marketing important, oh yeah, website important, oh yeah, email is important, but put in the back burner, later I got more things to figure out. Then COVID came. The first lockdown last year, March, we have so many inquiries coming back from these people these SMEs who attended our workshop many years ago and say, hey, now we need to digitize. We are forced to digitize, no choice, right? Because it's lockdown, example. So throughout this journey, one thing that we learn is working with the SMEs, there are few characteristics that is throughout the year still the same, okay? Especially for Malaysian SMEs. So concerns are like how to start. I got no experience. I'm waiting for my son or waiting for my nephew who has more digital knowledge, but can they come and help me? But nobody usually can get that, rarely. Or budget cash flow. If I invest into this, I don't know how about it. Would I be, making more losses and things like that? Or how digital marketing works? Or tedious application. SIDEC say got grant, but I do not know how it works. Later I have to submit. I have to show my P&L. How does it work? Or unreliable partners. Or this guy last time come and build my website. After 3 years later, my website also gone. Don't know what happened. I cannot call him anymore. Example. Or partners who are too big, like big agencies who do not understand the SME market, or open the mouth, 1 million budget, let's do it, I digitize for you, example. So these are the major concerns of SMEs. And the best practice that we learned from 2021 throughout 2020 and 2021 is we see SMEs who focus on retention, which is existing customer base. Instead of keep on finding new customers, focus on helping your existing customers, right? That we see a very good results. Increase digital engagement, which is use the social media, use all the available platforms online, right? And internal digitization, which is your team must be go training, learn how to use the technology, how to use, like let's say Google G Suites, the email trackings and things like that. Omni-channel commerce, which is not just rely on offline, but also online plus offline, mobile, and website performance, and produce user-generated content, like personalized content, right? So all these are, we see SMEs who go into all this, usually will see better results. And of course, what we have many packages, okay? That suits whatever. If you're from retail, if you're from the larger brands, whatever it is, there will be a package that is tailor-made for your industry and your budget and your range. Okay, so we have the SIDEC approved packages that probably later my colleague Zoom in can explain further on the global side, which is if you have some sort of, you want to understand the internet marketing, but you also want to explore whether out of Malaysia, your service or your product have any demand or not, right? So that one, I think I'll leave it to Zoom in to explain a little bit more on the global side, whereby you can utilize platforms like Alibaba and all, and it's the most cost-effective way to test your product, see whether out of Malaysia there is a market or not. But overall, whatever that you need, let's say example for branding, you want to go leads generation, or you want to be very, the existing customers retention, there will be a package that is suitable for you. And the grant process is actually very simple. First, I saw just now someone asking like, so how do we go about? So the first thing is you get a free digital audit first from us, okay? So PanPages Trinity will analyze your product. Let's say who are your competitors, or what is your website like, and how is it performing, and things like the basic stuff. Then only we see which package is suitable for you. Then we submit to the application using that package to SIDEC for the approval. When the application is approved, then we submit to the activation reports. From our side, we'll submit everything to SIDEC, and then you will get the grant receipt to cover that. So it's very simple process, okay? And like I said just now earlier, many SMEs say, "Ayo, don't know how leceh, how troublesome is it?" No worries, our consultants all have been doing this for a long time. So they know, what are the processes and what is the best strategy, and how to optimize your grant applications and all, right? And let me show you, better than all theory, I show you case studies. Okay, what are the clients that we already have that has used all this and then benefited from it. So first we have this Fresh Yields Sdn Bhd. They are food products manufacturer. The objective was to build a website and then generate inquiries, get more customers.
You can later you can send some notes to give us. Okay.
Sorry, pardon?
You send some notes to give us on the chat.
I think the slides and all will be shared to all of you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So anyway, so products that they sell for Fresh Yields Sdn Bhd is like frozen fruit, canned food, seafood, spices, herbs, pre-packed sauces, and seasoning, right? So the strategy is to increase exposure so that more people know about these fresh yields and generate sales. So one of the package that like approved by SIDEC, one of it is like creating your website first. So having a website, have a good presence, know specifically who you want to target first. Okay, what sort of businesses? Is it B2B type of strategy or is it the consumer strategy? Then you have the ads. Okay, run the ads and all to drive more people to your website, and then they see a good impression, which is awareness stage. People see 31,000 people aware, but not all of them will click lah. So only 2,000 out of the 31,000 who knows their brand, but it's still branding, right? And then they click. After that, they get this conversion, about 138 new businesses, okay, on that month. So this is one example. We also like Kin. Kin, I think many of you Malaysians also know this brand, right? So it's a home appliances seller. So their objective is a little bit more branding, want to also look into sales conversion. And what they sold was small and large kitchen appliances, electrical accessories, personal care appliances, cooling and air movers. These are the few products out of the so many things they wanted to focus this few. And the strategy is to build brand presence first, increase the exposure, then later on generate more sales, right? So what we did was looking at it, we have to analyze what we call SEO, right? So search engine optimization. When people are searching for your products or your brand or certain similar product range or services, then you should have your digital assets there. So let's say example, like there will be, we call the paid and organic results. So organic is those that don't have the ads. You see those that the AD there, the ad one, but those are paid. You pay Google so that your ads will be on top. Then you'll be the down there one, which is the organic side. The organic side, there's many ways to do it. Make sure that your website and all the content is relevant and all. How do you optimize those content? And whether your website, the engine is SEO friendly or not, example. And then of course, also look into fully optimizing it. So let's say making sure that, in your Google Maps and all, everything is there. There's reviews, there's ratings, positive ratings about you. People talk about you in the Google. And then, your own media also, make sure that your website, your Facebook account, everything is optimized. When people search about you, you have enough assets to show them, right? And of course, also have relevant video content for your brand. And also they do a lot of all this, which is very good, right? For Kin. And end up they get very strong branding, better and better. So they move a lot of their business online. And then we have another case study, Basixe health and beauty product manufacturer. They wanted to develop their own e-commerce website, okay, to generate direct inquiries from domestic and international market. So they're very specific. I want domestic and international, so I want both. So what they wanted to sell was they sold shower cream, hand wash, hand sanitizers, shampoo, and body lotion. And the strategy is to create online presence and generate sales via e-commerce and export market. So what they did was they have their mini site in the Alibaba.com, and then they optimize through the product page. So they put multiple products, put product description, making sure there's related products, and then like intro of the products, why they use it, how they use it, and things like that. And they also bought like what we call keyword advertising. So they bought the keyword, and people are searching for these products, their site will pop up first and all. And optimize it through, let's say, example, their profile, why they're doing it, how they're doing it, in multiple language they can support, and things like that, right? And very, very happy with the response, very, very happy with the results as well. And we have another one, a different one. This is Salomon, a French brand. It's like when you go hiking, it's that the hiking Nike hiking brand, something like that, sports brand, retail. So their objective is different. They wanted to increase social media followers, okay? Because in the region here, like Asia and all, their branding not very strong. So what they wanted was engagement and followers. So what they sell is running shoes, sports equipment, hiking products, and winter clothing and all, which is not directly Malaysian suitable, but there are some that's hiking and all very suitable for us. So the strategy is increase brand awareness and engagement. So it's different. There's not leads, not sales. So we have to run different sort of social media content in multiple different countries. Let's say example, Salomon Taiwan has to be in Taiwanese, has to be the photos and everything is in Taiwan. In Thailand is in Thai, it's Thai people, Thai photos, and all. In Malaysia, it will be in DM mixed with Malay, mixed with Chinese sometimes, right? And it is Malaysian places like Taman Tun, Kara Park, and things like that. It's different. So it's what we call hyper-localization. And what we did, they were very happy with the result as well. And the engagement went up 200%. Page view also went up about double the page view. So they're happy with the result as well. So all this, you see, all these 4 case studies are different type of businesses, different type of goals online, right? So you need to know what are the goals that you want first, okay, specifically, because digital marketing very wide, never ending, right? So I think don't miss out the chance, since the Selangor government is supporting now. And if you're worried about the process and all, don't worry, we have grant consultants who can support you. All you need to do now is just say, yes, I'm interested. This is my company, this is my name, blah, blah, blah. I think I can qualify. I should be around there just now. Need someone to support me. We do an audit for you first. Then we see which kind of package suitable for you because of your goals. Then we recommend to you, right? So get this free digital audit. If you want to, you can scan this QR code now. If not, later on, any of our colleagues, I think we have a few colleagues here inside today. You can just ask in the chat box and we will respond to you. And now my colleague Zumin will talk about, if those of you who wants to, not sure whether your product can export or not sure, never done it before, it is good time that these packages, you take some of the grant and try it out because it's sponsored, and try it out to see whether you can get those data to see which type of country that might suit you for your business or for your products. Right? Thank you very much. That is all I want to share today. Later we can have the Q&A so we can talk to you some more. Thanks.
Okay, thank you for your sharing, Mr. Christopher. So now our next panelist is Ms. So Zumin. Ms. So is a Global Trade Associate Deputy Manager with 2 years of experience in the digital marketing industry. In 2020, Ms. So managed to help more than 50 new clients to hop on board Alibaba's platform for global business opportunities and manage 100 clients' Alibaba accounts. Other than that, she had hit the client satisfaction on keyword advertising campaign and account management VAS services. So without further ado, the virtual floor is yours, Ms. So.
Thank you for having me today. So good afternoon. I'm Zumin from PanPages Trinity. We have 12 years and experience with Alibaba and partner with Alibaba. And thank you, SIDEC, for having me and Christopher today. So let's share my screen first. Okay. So the topic that I will cover today is to how you can grow your B2B business on a global scale from online. Okay, and here are the few packages supported by SIDEC and approved by SIDEC. So any one of you, if interested, at the end of my sharing today, you can just scan the QR code like Christopher shared you just now, and our consultant will reach to you and explain to you more about the package things. And the today's topic that I will cover is e-commerce opportunities in the world. I will show you some data, or very simple data, and why you should choose the platform to kickstart your export business. Okay, so here are the table showing you that year over year global business growth for the past 3 years, and you can see the significant increase in terms of the active buyers, paying buyers, and GMP value in the Alibaba system, which means more and more people for the B2B buyers are willing to spend in this kind of e-commerce platform for them to buy the very big purchasing products. Okay, and also Alibaba is the highest traffic among these B2B e-commerce platform in the digital world. And you can see the first one, which is Alibaba have over 20 millions of the active buyers inside already. And if your company want to reach more than more countries, Alibaba can reach more than 190 countries and regions. So the total daily inquiries is about 34K. So in total, which is a very huge number. Okay, so this is the graphic that are showing you in Alibaba, which is can reach a lot of countries, and these are the top 10 countries. Normally, there's a lot of buyers from these kind of countries, including Europe, South and North America, and some Asian countries. Okay. So what is this Alibaba.com about, and how can this platform help with our local SMEs business to kickstart their export business? And also based on the research and experience throughout the year, we work with a lot of SME companies in Malaysia. We realized that a lot of pain points from this company. So for example, your lack of business opportunities, like no trust between a buyers and seller from overseas because you are very far away, you cannot meet them in person, especially this pandemic, and a very complex trade procedure. For example, the logistic part, how you can just send your goods out of Malaysia, how does you do the custom clearance? Is the custom clearance very long and drag very wrong? This is like kind of very important questions and problem that normally our SMEs company will meet. And the last two will be the very high cost, because if you want to kickstart the business, especially in this export program, normally you will need to go exhibitions out of Malaysia, and this is very high marketing cost. And last thing, there's no data you can be tracked if you do the normal traditional way exhibitions. So these are the pain point that normally our clients will meet. So Alibaba, in order to solve this kind of issues and problem that from our Malaysian suppliers and also seller, these 6 components already come out, which is the one-stop solution from Alibaba, including the first one, which is the most important one, business opportunities, how you get your inquiries in, how you close your business. And secondly, is about the data, how you track the data, how you communicate with your overseas buyer. And together with the trade confidence service, which is we can protect both seller and buyers. And last thing is about the logistic and also the extra benefit, which is the competitive exchange rate. And I will talk one by one and explain to you one by one for the following slides. Okay, so I believe that a lot of business owners are very curious and also take this business opportunity at first pace, because normally how you can grow your business is all about how you can get more and extra business opportunities. So in the platform, there are 3 types of business opportunities normally you can get it. The first one will be the passive one. So which means your company just need to post the products, like you post the products into your Shopee, Lazada or Facebook. It's quite similar to this kind of e-commerce platform. So you just post it into the platform and waiting your clients from overseas to send you the inquiries. And your sales team or your person in charge for this platform just need to reply and follow up the inquiries. And I would like to especially highlight that the second one, which is the active one, is because nowadays a lot of B2B clients and also the buyers that prefer to find, and also they don't prefer to use too many time of them to compare the pricing one by one, because in Alibaba there's ton of the seller selling different kind of products. So the very new situation is like that they will send the inquiries to the public pool and waiting the quotation from the seller to send them. So your teams and your salesperson can go to this e-commerce Alibaba platform to get a very good potential buyers who have already has intentional to buy the things from your site and send them inquiries, send them the quotations. So this is the active and more aggressive way for your company to get a new business from the platform. And the last one, which is the online exhibitions. So basically, Alibaba will spend extra budget to grab all the data and also the traffic from outside of this Alibaba.com. For example, like Google, Facebook, also IG story sometimes. So they will attract all the buyers and new buyers from others platform and go into this Alibaba.com during the online exhibition month. And normally the online exhibition month is quite similar to like 12/12 or 11/11, but it's like handled for the whole month. For example, normally the online exhibition will be normally will be held for whole month, March, September, and December. Okay. Okay, so after you get all these business opportunities already, how you can track the data? So Alibaba also have a real-time data that you can log in anytime to track, okay, how many views, how many inquiries, normally your inquiries from which country, you also can track all the data from the back end. In the meantime, we also understand that because normally you do the export business that have different time zone buyers. So you are very hard to carry your laptop everywhere, especially after working hours. So you can just download the Ali Supplier apps and install into your mobile phone. So you can reply the inquiries anytime and anywhere. Okay, so we come to the third part, which is the protection service in terms of the credit confidence. So Alibaba normally will act as a third party to protect both buyers and seller, because this is very important to the platform as well. So this kind of protection will gain more trust and confidence from the overseas buyer. In the meantime, you can get a very safe piecing and also good time when you do the global trade business. Okay. Okay, then we go for the logistic part. So basically, Alibaba do have a logistic partner. It's called Transcargo. They will assist our client to go through the entire custom clearance process and also the logistic part. So if you want to get a very fast quotations in terms of, okay, normally what is the cost from Malaysia to US in terms of this kind of one container stuff. So you can just ask the quotation from this Transcargo, then they will assist and also help with this whole process. And the last thing, which is the extra benefit from the platform, is called a competitive exchange rate. So Alibaba will act as a bank. So when you withdraw the money out from the Alibaba.com, Alibaba will give you extra rate in terms of, like, for example, Citibank rate will give you about 4.11, but Alibaba will give you about 4.18. So when you're already transact, the conversion from the USD dollar to Malaysian ringgit depends how big of your transaction is, you will get another additional profit because of the competitive exchange rate. So this is the extra benefit for our Malaysian B2B clients who want to do export in this platform. Okay. So here are the few features and also support from Alibaba that can help our local supplier to kickstart their export business. So in the meantime, Alibaba also provide a lot of training, for example, onboarding training, intermediate and advanced training, and also a lot of sharing session from our success client. This is for our clients to know more about the back-end system, how you can use and also complete your company profile, post a very good posting, and how you can convert the online sales, how you follow up and negotiations from your overseas buyer. All these kind of information and training will be provided by Alibaba as well. Okay. And just a summary. So what is the benefit for our clients in this Alibaba.com is, first one, you can get a higher exchange rate and real-time data tracking. You can showcase your hot selling products in the platform to get a higher ranking, and you can actively find the buyers and also send out a quotation by your own. So you don't need to wait the business opportunities come to you passively. And lastly, you can get a very good logistic support from our logistic partner Transcargo, and we as a authorized reseller for Alibaba. We also provide the mini site design, like my CEO Chris already shared just now. There's a landing page in Alibaba, so we will assist on this kind of company branding, company image design in this platform. So for this platform, after already redesign all the informations, outside of the Malaysian clients will know your company well. So last thing, you will get a Gold Member Supplier icon in the your homepage. So this icon will get more confidence and also the trust from the overseas buyers. Okay. So now I will share you 3 companies for the success client in different industries for their sharing what is their outcome and also how they succeed in this platform. So the first one is the Yields Sdn Bhd. They are doing the FMCG trading company in this platform, and they're already joined in for 19 years, which is the longest client with us and also with Alibaba. Their objective is to expand their business to overseas clients, generate more leads from overseas. So in this platform, they're able to increase 50% sales through the platform. And every single month, you can see the inquiries is really, really a lot, which is 225 inquiries per month average lah. Okay. So the second client, which is the InFocus Printing Sdn Bhd, they are doing the online printing and also the providing the customized printing services. And previously, they only focus on local business, but they feel like after the pandemic, the business is like slowing down already, and they've decided to expand their business overseas. So since last year, they're joining this Alibaba platform, and they're able to close new sales from overseas and increase their total revenue about 15%. So every single month, they get extra about 14 inquiries from overseas, and they can expand their business on not only for local and also get from overseas clients. So last client I would like to share today is called Homegrown Concept. This is very unique and also a special clients in Alibaba because they're selling the agar wood essential oil and scent candle. So it's a very niche product. And the objective for them to join in the this platform is also to increase the sales by reaching more buyers from overseas countries. After they join in for 4 years, they're able to increase 70% of their revenue through Alibaba.com. And this client tell me, because previously before the pandemic, they always do the exhibitions outside Malaysia. But after it, they cannot do this kind of online exhibitions anymore. So they only depends this platform to generate more leads for them to continue their business and improving their sales. So every single month, Alibaba give them about 57 inquiries. So here are the very happy clients that I would like to share today. So thank you. This is my sharing. And lastly, I would like to let you all know, we also provide a digital export audit report. So if your company are interested to do any export business, so you can just scan the QR code here. And after the webinar, our consultant will reach to you and do you a digital export audit report and let you know what is the readiness of your company in terms of market your products to outside Malaysia. Okay, so this is my sharing today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Su, for the very insightful presentation. So right now, I open the floor for the Q&A session. For the audience, you may type your question in the chat box and we will read it out to you, or you can also turn on your mic and ask your question directly to the panelists. So I think we have a few questions in the chat box. From SM Ong, Hai Zumin, will Alibaba charge commission per transaction?
Hi, SM Ong. Okay, so basically in Alibaba, right, Alibaba won't charge you any transactions. They only charge you for the annual fee for the membership. So any transaction that you get from the platform, Alibaba won't charge any percentage lah.
Okay, so another question from Tammy Wong. How do I know if my business is suitable and ready to join Alibaba platform?
Okay, for this question, as long as if your company got a products with you, not really need to you don't really has a manufacturing or factories. You can be a trader, you can be a wholesaler. In terms of like these products is ready to export. Already got some certificates, depends what kind of product you have. Normally, if you have a products you want to export, should be no worries, but I suggest you to scan the QR code just now, and our consultant will reach to you and explain to you more details after the webinar. That will be better.
Okay, next question from Nick Chai. I believe this is for Mr. Yong. He said that I have come across some agencies that are offering my company to start the SIDEC package with no payment required, and it is fully subsidized by the grant. How do we go about this?
Okay, Nick Chai, yeah, thanks for raising the question. I think the as long as the invoice is there, the invoice stated the total amount, while SIDEC grant will only pay for the other half. And if the DSP themselves, they want to waive, they want to do discount, they want to subsidize you, is up to them. Okay, so we leave it to the market forces to do, because in that sense, actually, they, let's say for the example, you have services of 10,000, right? SIDEC grant is paying for 5,000. You successfully apply for it. And then if your DSP want to subsidize you further, want to fully give you a free package and stuff like that, I think that's market forces. That's considered.
I can also add, maybe Kai-Ping, I can also add some. Recently also we have a few of these clients who came to us with that kind of question, and they send us to us also. There are some agency, but I don't think it's a SIDEC TSP. I think it's a MDEC, the other side one. But then what we noticed is we saw some of these smaller agencies, they actually mark up the price to put that 10,000, but the product itself actually is like 4,000. But then the invoice is 10,000. Then there is this kind of case. So do double check and see inside the itemized what is the quotation about, right? If you're not sure, PanPages has been doing the grants and all for many years. So do let us know. It's a free consultation. We have seen many of these SMEs who didn't know well, then after that, go into trouble. So let us know. Even if we are not the provider, at least we can get you through and say, hey, this one usually in the market price is like that. So you make your call, see whether you want, who are the providers you want to go with.
Yeah, I think the details is the devil is in the details. So the services, the standard package you won't run away, because if you want to do Google AdWords and Facebook ads and the rest, the standard is there. So if unless the company really want to subsidize you with all that cost, right, suffering from all that cost, we don't stop the company in doing it, but of course more established agency won't want to provide that one, because they want to provide you with the quality. So on that part, but then of course our approval committee will also check through the details. Our auditor will check through the details. So far we haven't seen any dubious kind of thing, kind of. Of course we know that. I think the crucial part is that you get the best service, things that services that you want to achieve. I think the crucial part is whether you can achieve your target. It's not that you get to anything that you just subscribe to digital marketing and then you thought that there's a process, that the learning process, there's a targeting process, so that you will be able to achieve that efficiency, increase your visibility, increase your sales. So I think that's the most crucial way. A shortcut wouldn't take you so far. Yeah.
All right, thank you. So a question from Ahmad Reza. That's a mix of Alibaba and Google Ads services offering from PanPages. Could we have best of both services for local and overseas market?
Yes, I think I can take this. So Ahmad, thanks for the question. We have many clients who have the mix, whereby they want to focus on domestic while also target the international market. It depends not on the channel. It depends on which stage of your company want to target. Remember the funnel I talked about? Which stage are you in? Are you looking for the lead gen? Are you looking for to gather more information to see which country you want to go out to and things like that? So it really depends on which stage you are in. But yes, the answer to your question is there are many of our clients mix multiple channel. That's what we call omni-channel targeting. Nowadays, people don't choose one channel and just focus on that because it really depends on your service or your product. Who are your target audience first? You know who your target audience, then only decide on the channel, because different channel might have a different mixture of target audience and different channel will have different formats to go with, right? So example, Alibaba will be very product based. And then because Alibaba, the platform, majority of these suppliers are from China first because it's China based, right? So Chinese, the product probably cheaper, faster and response rate, everything better, but they might not have what we have. Let's say we are a Muslim country, we might have the advantage, or certain products are F&B related, and then Malaysian boleh type of products, then you stand a better chance. So it really depends on what is your goals online. Then our consultant, like I said, if you're interested, Ahmad, just QR code that thing or get the digital audit and let us maybe let our experts tell you where you should go to, which one you should explore with.
Okay, so next is from Janet C. How strictly Alibaba would approve the types of micro business to join and allowed to sell? How competitive and assured that my products can be sold well after joining?
Maybe Janet, you can have a very good conversation appointment after the webinar. I want to know how micro is your business, but to be honest, I got a company is a two woman company. They only have two guys, two girls to handle the business who already also joined in this company, this Alibaba.com. So it depends what is the products of you want to sell, and how competitive and assured that. Okay, this one also need to have a lot of issues, like we will let you know how to improve the ranking and what is your products category. So we will get you some data and insight and let you know what is the similar industry company already joined in this platform, so you can have a better better picture on before you joining in the platform lah.
Okay, next would be estimated how long would the whole process of application and approval of grant takes?
Okay, I'll answer that. As long as you have the right documentation and then you fulfill all our requirements, we actually normally release the grant a month after we receive the proof of activation.
All right, so from Nick Chai again, first he thank Mr. Yong and Mr. Chris. So he said that he is new to digital marketing, no experience and no team to do so. How do I start with digital journey? Which package should I apply for? Maybe Mr. Chris.
Okay, I think I can take it. So there's a variety, actually to be exact, it's 40 over types of bundle that we've got SIDEC approval. This is one of the most variety that PanPages came up with throughout the years of working with grants providers. So we have packages that is what we call the hybrid solution. Hybrid means that you minimize the retainers from our side, and you have but you have to have clear goals of what you want to do. And if you don't have a team of marketing, you can rent the marketing team with us. So we have clients who pay us retainer as low as 2,500, but then you have a small team. But of course, that team doesn't just do only for your company. We will do multiple clients, right? But it's anytime at all you need any marketing help and all, we got designers, we have copywriters, social media specialists, optimizers, web designer, and everything. So it really depends on where your business is and what type of manpower you need. And the SIDEC grant, the packages is one of the most variety that PanPages came up with. So whatever you need, like I said, you want overseas, you want branding, you want social media, we've already have everything for the SME for Selangor. So let us know. which package you just go for that audit, then we can tell you which package is suitable for you.
Okay. There's a lot of questions here, but I will read one by one. Okay, so from Andy Tan, his question is, our turnover is below 300K and probably don't qualify. However, can we contact you? I mean, he meant by PanPages Trinity to get some advice and guidance.
Definitely, yes. Welcome. Definitely, yes. There is some submission of by years and things like that. So yes, you just come to us. We will help you out.
And from Miss So, may I ask what kind of services and supports Trinity will provide us after the membership subscription? Will you guide us on how to use the platform to ensure the account is performing?
Basically, after joining the platform, any issue regarding the platform, for example, you don't really know how to upload your products, we do have an account manager to assist our clients. And in the meantime, we also will have at least 4 times of the report sharing session and how your platform goes in well and what is the next goal we should focus on. This kind of after sales service we do provide. And if you have any issue regarding the platform, every single month, Alibaba will have different kind of a training program, and we also have an in-house operation manager will train our client how to use the back end. But don't worry, if you have any issue, we have a WhatsApp group. So any regarding the platform, you can just drop in. Then our sales consultant, the manager, account manager will assist you for the whole period of time.
One of the longest community online that we have, which is the Alibaba PanPages community. We have clients with us for, I think, 19 years. 19 years client in the community. So sometimes not Trinity who answer, it's the client, other client answer you, the seasoned people answer you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's most important to join in this kind of group. Actually, the Trinity, of course, and also Alibaba side will give you a professional, latest trend and the rest lah. But the experience from the peer group is very crucial for you to advance, right? So when you join in their services, you get both, right?
All right. So next question would be from Farah Rosley. Is it possible to apply for this grant for website maintenance with the SP under SIDEC instead of website creation? So I think
yes, the answer is yes. There is ways to do it. Like I said, come to us. We are here to help.
Yeah. Okay, so I think the question from Wei Chi has been answered by Mr. Yong in the chat box, but we have another one from Janet C. Can I ask that today's talk is meant for those who own their own websites mainly? Can this be applied as for those who trade through other platforms like Shopify, Lazada, Shopee, etc.?
Yeah. As long as you want to do e-commerce, so there are a few service provider, a lot of service provider there to assist you to having your own website, go to marketplace. We are quite broad in terms of e-commerce, including fulfillment, the delivery. You can get all these kind of services. And also, if you want to do digital marketing, right? Digital marketing cut across all platforms. So it's up to you to use this opportunity and creativity. Because I think the end result, what we want to see is efficiency, increase in business and sales, and then you are digitalized on these business process.
All right. So, okay, so last question, I think. Mr. Yong, may I know how many quotas in total open to SMEs for this grant program?
We expect 1,000 SME to apply for 5,000 ringgit each, but some may apply lesser than that. So already we spent 2.5 million. So 2.5 million still up for grab. Maximum per application per company is 5,000 ringgit. It's up to you. Okay.
Yeah, so audience, if you are very interested in applying for the grant, please do so, as you have plenty of grant to be grabbed. Okay.
I will encourage everybody to really join in. I think your DSP is very important. Like PanPages Trinity today, I think they display a lot of knowledge, and then you want to work with somebody who will carry you for a long time. Okay, so this is just the first step. Okay, don't think this is at the end of it. This is the first step. If you haven't visualized, you work with PanPages Trinity, and then there are other opportunities, there are other grants as well, central government, various departments, MITI, MIDA, Trade, and that as well. So you want to work with somebody, agency that are very experienced working, know how to the application process, and then the consultation, and then also the community that will give you support, exchange experience and stuff like that. So, so this is treat this as a, first step. You want to work with someone who will be able to, or agency that will be able to work with you for other opportunity as well. Okay, so we actually encourage everybody to start with this one. And if you you have achieved success, in terms of this digital grant, digitalization, okay, and then you want to go overseas, join the Alibaba, the e-trade program. Yeah, definitely you should join, and then other grant as well. And then you work with agencies that you give you insight of how to able to achieve this goal, with all the data, the past experience, also with the groups of community, and people have done that before, right?
Okay, we have 2 more questions before we really end the session today. Okay, from Yvonne Low, how many times per company can apply for SIDEC grant? And if the approved amount is not reached 5K yet for first apply?
Actually, per company, you can only apply for, per company, 5,000 ringgit. So the maximum types of services under the 5,000 ringgit, you can apply for maximum 3 types of services. Let's say I want to apply for digital marketing, I want to apply for e-commerce, I want to apply for cloud accounting. Add together, total maximum is 5,000 ringgit. It's okay. Yeah.
Okay, next question would be from our Facebook Live. Mr. Fong Wai Quen. Does government has any plans for micro SME?
The micro SME, you can join in. There will be from MDEC side, the Shop Malaysia and Go e-commerce. They will be programmed. Just go to the MDEC website, and then also most only next year we also launch the Selangor E-Bazar campaign again. You can join as well. So yeah, same. I think we are looking at the qualification of SME in Malaysia. Definition is 200,000 until 3 million. That's that range. So this is where our target group is. This is for our digital matching grant as well. So for those who are below, one, of course, we definitely encourage all of you to try to achieve that threshold. And then you are really micro SME, you are at the early stage, then you can join in for example, E-Bazar campaign. For Selangor, you also can apply for loans, business loans from the Hijrah program, and also MDEC, various MDEC program as well. So there are lots of opportunity. And for those of you, you can also talk to PanPages, right? So they might have they know more of opportunity, that they will be able to guide you as well.
Yeah, we have been partnering like Trade and MDEC and all before this as well. So let us know whatever that we need to help, we will help. And of course, if not, then you can Google us, follow us on the Facebook, then you will see sometimes we update on that as well. What are the newest opportunities for Malaysian, or join our Survivor is Profit series that usually have once a month with various banks and all to support the SME market. Let us know. Thanks, Kai Ping. Thank you so much for your recommendations and explanation.
Okay, there's another 3 questions, and wait, there are more. Another one. I think it is for Mr. Yong. Okay, is the grant open in 2022? Yeah, next year.
Wait for the announcement from MB during the budget in November. Okay.
Yeah. So any grant for annual Yeah, okay,
It's
sorry.
on our SIDEC Facebook site. We will, okay. Mm.
So any grant for annual turnover below 300K?
As I said so far, if you're micro SME, there are other projects. For example, in Selangor, the Hijrah, you can search for that Hijrah program, and the MDEC program as well. Yeah, talk to PanPages. PanPages will guide you through other opportunity as well.
Okay, by Weiqi Yap. Dear Mr. Yong, last quick one, just to double confirm. So all the mentioned grant, Matrade, MIDEC, MDEC, CDEC, is not specifically for exporting e-commerce platform. It is really depends on our strategy. We can make omni-channel marketing.
I can't say for the rest of the grant because some grant has their purpose. For example, the the e-trade grant is for really for exporting. So for SIDEC's grant is as long as you are doing e-commerce, you are doing digital marketing. We want you to be digitalized so that you can sell to the world. So we want to focus on local. You want to focus overseas, which I think the 5,000 grant maybe a bit little for you to to really embark on overseas for in that sense, right?
Okay, so I believe this would be the last question for this session, I guess. So just now mentioned by Mr. Yong, per company entitled to apply up to 3 digitalized solution. This is meant for at the same time apply only. If the client purchased the first software already, after 2 months later, then add on for another solution, can apply anymore?
You just apply straight, okay? Just apply straight. You list out three services. If you want to apply from 3 different companies, it's up to you. But the total grant per company is 5,000 ringgit. Okay. So I think what we want to do is not to make life hard for everybody. We want to assist you. So we want to be as broad, as inclusive as possible. So that's why I encourage all of you to work with your DSP. So that they can assist you, give you advice and stuff like that, and also you can talk to us as well. We'll assist you as much as possible. So and then I will encourage all of you, don't wait for next year, okay? Apply now. If you have any anything, just apply now. Start to do it now, okay? If you keep on waiting, from our experience, then things will delay for another year, right? So just do it now. Okay.
Okay. I received another question. So, Mr. Yong, do MDEC, Matrade, and CDEC work together very closely?
Yeah. We know each other very well. CDEC, especially with MDEC, with all the digital agency, and of course with our mother company, Invest Selangor, very close with Matrade, MITI, and the rest. We are all in this digital economy as well as investment and business and trade community It's not an issue.
Okay, so I guess that is all the questions for today's session. So now we have come to the end. And thank you so much to Mr. Yong, Mr. Christopher, and Ms. So for their sharing, and also not to forget our audience for their questions. And also for joining our sessions today. I hope it has been a very fruitful session for all of you. And so we will be having more webinars soon. So for everyone, please check out our Facebook as well as our website, sidec.com.my. So thank you once again, and please stay safe, everyone, till we meet, and have a great day ahead. Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank
you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.